Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, what a great market. The market's still hot. We are facing that lack of inventory here in Tampa Bay with as far as getting people into homes, getting buyers into the right home. What do you see on your end?
I would agree wholeheartedly. The Tri-County area, there is an inventory issue with it. You use the term regarding the photography of an overview or a geographical view of it. And that's basically the approach we try to take with our clients, to give them a 50,000-foot view of their situation, to customize exactly what they are, should be looking for in regards to budgeting, and some of the, as you put it, misconceptions in regards to costs and the overview of anything in the marketplace that will impact their purchase power. Getting them ahead of the game is paramount when you have your initial dialogue with somebody, whether it be face to face or over the telephone. But to take it a step further with them, a lot of the areas that we look at with these folks, and I just had a gentleman that I'm working with now that he's not 100% sure where he wants to buy, but he's trying to get a good scope of what's going to be increasing in value faster than other areas.
Right.
So obviously, as you go north up some of these highways, they get built up more and more. You have some of these existing homes that are either being bought up by home flippers that are, putting beautification projects together that are increasing the value of it.
Yep.
And these are things that have to be taken into consideration. But one has to consider where they're going to be working and the geographical pitfalls for distancing yourself from what you need to get to.
Sure.
On a realistic basis.
Yeah, when you're looking to buy real estate and you're considering, okay, this is where I'm going to build my family. I've got a toddler. I've got a new one on the way. Whenever you're a parent, you're thinking about all these things. You're thinking about school zones. You're thinking about infrastructure, and even for investors. If you're an investor and you're saying, okay, I want to buy a multi-unit apartment complex, right? So you're going to go into towns. You're going to talk to people. You're going to talk to tenants. You're going to talk to, and you're going to look for hospitals, infrastructure. You're going to look at the comparables in the area and find out, what are these properties selling for? Are they wood frame construction? Are they concrete block? And then also you're going to just understand more about the city's initiatives. Are they going to beautify this certain area? There's a lot of things you want to consider. And we're talking with Rene here in studio from Team Hennessy, the Loan Pilots. And when you look at that, really comparing this area to other areas in the country, there's not really ways that these other areas are going to beat us.
No, you mentioned, quality of care, quality of education. These are things that have to be considered, especially when you are a family. The value of the property, if you're an investor and you go out and purchase a multi-unit or a PUD, a couple of them, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're going to get your return on investment and in a realistic time frame.
Yeah.
Because if you're having to have it seasoned because of the buildup, then that has to be taken into consideration because time is money.
Yeah, PUD, for those of you listening, that's a planned unit development. So, when you look at that, you look at the appreciation, you look at the opportunity to insure these assets, and then you couple that with the fact that we work with people like Scott Maurer with Advance IRA. So you bring a retirement vehicle into the conversation. That's more for investors or people looking to buy rental properties. When you buy an asset through an IRA, you're deferring taxes. You're legally not paying your taxes on that particular property, and any rents that come in through that extended period of time. Check with your CPA, check with your financial advisors on the specifics of those. I'm giving you the brief overview plan here. Jake Alexander, one of the best in the business, by the way, is who we work with, Alexander Financial. But yeah, so Rene, let's switch gears. Let's talk down payment. What people, investors, when they want to buy, single-family homeowners, and even I'd like to touch on down payment assistance programs. Are there programs out there where people can utilize bond programs, et cetera?
There's several of them. You'll hear figures of $7,500 to $15,000. There's smaller level ones that are more city or community based, and then there's county level, state level. There's a plethora of them available out there. Not all of them consistently have funding available, so there is sometimes a wait to get there, and there is an educational process that one must go through
Right.
to get a certification that they can do on a weekend, and I recommend it. Frankly, it's something that they will take probably cradle to grave with them because the education they'll get from it, but the value is definitely there.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea to